and welcome to The Other Way with me, Lebohang Chiselimela. It's a new week, a new day, new goals. We start again, we try again, we don't get defeated. I hope you're also having a great start to this weekend. To all of you who have been supportive to the channel, thank you so much. I take none of your support for granted, so I truly appreciate you. For the new subscribers, welcome to our family. So this week I decided I'm going to talk about the art of understanding people. It is very important that you get to understand what we call human relations, so you have some insight to deal with humans, because it's very important if you want to expand in your careers, in your relationships, romantic relationships, friendships, parenthood, being in a family setup as well. It is important to understand people. It is an art on its own. So I decided, let me just take a moment and reflect on this thing to say that why is it important for us to have the art of understanding other people? One of my richest hours was spent in the company of one of my friends, and I observed that every time in his house, like his house had become a refugee for troubled people, like he spent so much time giving attention to people. And so I asked him, what is the secret of your serenity? How do you keep calm, in the midst of all of this chaos? Whenever you hear 1 minute somebody has issues with school fees, the next minute is family home feuds. How do you resolve that? How do you go to sleep peacefully? And he said to me, his secret basically was him developing the habit of not judging others, which was quite interesting to hear. And he simply said that my secret is that I develop a habit of not judging others. Suffice to say that all of us, at one time or another, have been guilty of this cruelty. And many of us have been the butt of it, we are the one who are always judging people. I remember hearing somebody who confessed to people that we all try to follow the 10 commandments except the 9th commandment, which says, "Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor." Yet this is the one we all break most of the time. What irreparable damage has been done to innocent people by thoughtless indulgence in this vice, that we are forever judging people. We are forever passing judgment. And this has become a stumbling block in trying to understand or in trying to have good, solid relationships with other people, because we are forever passing judgment. And really, we have to ask ourselves, what do we get from judging people? Why do we garnish our own traits but tarnish other people's image? What do we get from that? The impulse to blame others is as defensive measure, so ingrained in our nature that even psychologists say if you want to find out a man's weak point, note the failings he has the quickest eye for in others. What it means is, if you want to understand a person, listen to how he speaks about other people. That should tell you the character of a person. And so, like a poet wrote, stubbornness we deprecate, but firmness we condone. Meaning that we peddle or we push misinformation very quick and fast. But whatever it's good about other people, we don't pursue, we don't push, we don't peddle. We would rather sell our own resumes. We would rather speak good of ourselves. So this really should teach you, or should teach us, that when we speak ill of other people, it minimizes chances of us being in good company. It minimizes chances of people wanting to trust us, because, like I said, if you want to know who a person is, listen to how he or she speaks about other people. I'm not passing judgment. I'm simply saying observe. So in order for us to harness this art, the art of understanding other people, we need to hold in our hearts the Chinese proverb or the teachings of a Chinese proverbs which say that be not be disturbed at being misunderstood, but be disturbed rather at not being understanding. Be not be disturbed at being misunderstood, but be disturbed at being understanding. Simply just reflects or conveys to us that it is more important for you to be understanding than for you to be understood. If you really want to have firm relationships with people, if you want to develop good, solid human relationships which are based on quality, you have to be understanding. It is okay if you're being misunderstood. I guess with time, people will also develop certain traits. When they see that you are understanding to them, the same energy will be reciprocated. I've already pointed out that the habit of judging others tends to reveal about us the unattractive character flaw. And that character flaw is self-righteousness. When you're forever passing judgment, it means that you're putting yourself at a better position, like you're being self-righteous. That's what it is. And this is what it's saying, when we're being self-righteous, we are basically saying to other people, I'm all good, but you are bad. So it's like all the good is found in us, but not in others. And nobody wants to be around a person who's self-righteous. I doubt very much if we portray qualities of being self-righteous that people would want to be around us. There's no room for such. Nobody really wants to be around a person who's self-righteous. So if you really want to master that art once again, you have to minimize being self-righteous or completely drop it. Because even Jesus Christ himself rebuked the self-appointed judges by saying, let him who is without sin among you be the first to throw a stone. Let him who is without sin among you be the first to throw a stone. And I think we all have skeletons. We all have character flaws. We all have our own shortcomings. As such, it wouldn't be wise for us to be throwing stones. So as my friend has taught me that it is crucial to give up the habit of judging others, I also think that you should do the same. Do the reverse twist. Give up your habit of judging others. Give it a reverse twist by focusing on the graces of people, not their faults. Speak good about people. Look for what is good in people's characters. Don't be caught up in being a gossip monger, spreading lies. It will do you good. It will definitely do you good, and it will help you to have good human relations. So develop the character or the habit of seeing the good in people. Practice the art of good gossip instead of bad gossip. Practice the art of good gossip. You'll see, it is amazing how this habit of searching out for the best in others enlarges your own soul. When you go out of your way to see good in people, it honestly enlarges your own soul. So speak well of people and see how kindness will flood your face. And things will change for you for the better. People would want to be associated with you. You will be the magnet of goodness. So let's leave all the judgment to God. We can't accord ourselves that responsibility. Rather, that is the function of deity, really. So if anything, if you want to have good, solid relationships, don't be self-righteous, don't pass judgment, don't peddle gossip, don't be a gossip monk. That is the art of building solid human relationships. Thank you so much. Until Wednesday, when I do my Design Wednesday segment, stay blessed and take care.